Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and today I'm taking a closer look at one of the most popular and one of the most affordable wheel setups here on the site, consisting of the AMR wheel in gloss black. 19 by 8.5 inch is the sizing, plus 30 millimeter offset, and that wheel is going to be wrapped in the Lexani high performance LX20 tire in a squared 255/40R19 sizing, and that is going to be available for all 2015 through 2023 Mustangs. Now, this setup will be an extremely affordable way for S550 owners out there to get maybe one of the most popular Mustang wheels of all time on their ride, along with that squared stance, which will give owners the flexibility to properly rotate your tires over time, getting the most mileage possible out of those Lexanis. Now, the kit is going to feature free mount and balance, and it will fit on all S550s without rubbing, even if you've been lowered up to 2 inches. So this kit is going to be, again, for those S550 owners out there looking to go with one of the most affordable wheel kits here on the site to deliver a more aggressive look through that modern drift styling. Now, this wheel has been one of the most popular wheels on the site ever since I can remember, and I've been here a very long time, and they are going to be offered in a bunch of colors. However, with this particular kit, it is going to feature the gloss black, which I absolutely love. Now, as far as offset, well, the plus 30 is going to be very similar to stock, and they will live comfortably in the wheel wells without any poking or flushness. Now, the Lexani LX tire, on the other hand, that's going to be a super affordable, high-performance summer tire with very favorable reviews here on the site. It's going to deliver respectable dry traction and will be offered with a 30,000-mile warranty. Now, because this is a squared setup, meaning you're going to have the same width wheel and tire on all four corners, owners will have the ability to properly rotate those tires over time, which isn't possible when you go with a staggered setup and have those bigger tires in the rear. Now, moving into our construction block here, guys, and the AMR wheel will feature a cast aluminum build that will be both lightweight and durable. And again, this particular set, as you guys can see, is given that gloss black finish and does include the matching AM center caps. Now, quick heads up here, guys, owners should definitely consider grabbing a new set of black splined or hex lug nuts that are going to be a bit smaller, because these lug holes are a bit smaller than your factory wheels. So therefore, your factory lug nuts more than likely will not work with these wheels. Now, as for the tire, well, the Lexani LX20 is a high-performance summer tire, so that means expect a softer compound that will offer great summer traction, but isn't going to be ideal for cold days or winter tires. Now, speaking of that softness, the UTQG numbers are 320, which indicates a pretty soft tire overall. For reference sake, a lot of your all seasons are going to feature a number in the 500s or even higher. So that being said, the 30,000-mile warranty here with the Lexanis is still pretty impressive given that soft compound. Now, traction grade is going to be a single A here, which is a step below the highest rating, which is a double A. And that does indicate the tire's pretty good in wet weather, but not necessarily the best. And then finally, we got a single A for temperature grade here, which is the highest available. Speed rating for the tire is a W, meaning the tire is rated up to 168 miles an hour. And I do also want to point out that the combination of the directional and asymmetrical tread pattern here will provide you a traction in both wet and dry conditions, along with a nice quiet ride. And that is something a lot of the owners have pointed out in the customer review section. Finally, guys, the 255/40R19 sizing will fit on your S550 without issue, even if you've been lowered up to 2 inches. Now, moving into pricing, and I've mentioned it a couple of times throughout the video, but I'm really gonna hammer this point home right here, guys. This is going to be one of the most affordable wheel and tire kits on the site currently for your S550 at home, absolutely keeping it in that lower price bucket overall. Now, a couple things to keep in mind here, guys. That low price does include free mount and balance. Now, you have some options here. You can either have them mounted and balanced at our warehouse here at AM, or we can ship them to a tire shop local to you and pick up that mount and balance tab. Now, this particular package does not include any TPMS sensors, so you might want to strongly consider adding those to this package just to avoid that TPMS light on the dash. And also don't forget about those splined or hex lug nuts we talked about earlier. Moving into the install here, guys, Sight's gonna go 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking at least 30 minutes to get everything in place from start to finish. Now, obviously, you're gonna need a lift or a jack to get the car in the air, along with the socket set or impact to remove and reinstall those lug nuts. Also, make sure to use a wheel key here if you do end up going with that aftermarket spline lug nut kit we talked about earlier. And last but not least, guys, never a bad idea to have a torque wrench on hand to torque those lugs to factory spec, which in this case on the S550 will be 150 foot-pounds. Well, guys, that is gonna wrap us up here on our video for the AMR wheel in gloss black, 19 by 8.5 inch sizing with that plus 30 millimeter offset. And that tire is gonna be the Lexani High Performance LX20 tire in a squared 255/40 R19 sizing. And again, that will be available for all 2015 through 2023 Mustangs. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.